The new ChatGPT image model.
Anyway, hey everybody, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Sorry, I was just trying to test it out quickly before we did start the actual thing, but it did happen that way. So good to see you all. I will try again tomorrow to see if it does pop through or whatever. But it's good to see you guys. Glad you could make it. Today is Flat Earth Friday. It's good to see you all. Great news, we are live on TikTok as well, so that's cool. We're live on TikTok, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Rumble, hopefully. We're supposed to be. Why is it not showing? Okay, it's not going live on Rumble. It's supposed to, but it doesn't want to. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. The link is above if anybody wants to come in and have that discussion. Appreciate you all. You rock. So the link is above. We'll wait for anybody to come in who wants to have that discussion about Flat Earth Friday. Oh man. Let's see who's in the chat so far. We do have Emma, hey, good to see you. Roger Ledwell, glad you could make it, mate. Michael Khan, what's up, brother? Vicky, hello, glad you could make it as well. Chris Conley, also good to see you. And I think someone just popped in now. Let's see. Yeah, PJ Cruikshank, what's up, brother?
How you doing?
How is it going?
I'm on a vest, but I'm gonna put a t-shirt on. I was just trying to set up the computer, and I'm like, hold on a minute, Flats is already live.
Yeah. I went a bit earlier because I wanted to test the intro music, but Vicky says the sound didn't work anyway. So I'll try to figure it out tomorrow again.
Oh, got you.
But it's good to see you, man. How's your day been?
Well, I've just been streaming, and I'm streaming. And then I had to go and see my man from my thing, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he's Muslim, by the way. He's Muslim, by the way.
Okay.
He's sound dude. He doesn't really go by his cult. He goes to prayers on Friday. That's about it. You know?
Yeah. So I got TikTok to work as well. So,
okay. What, you're streaming to TikTok?
Yeah. We're live on TikTok right now. So
don't you need 500 followers on TikTok to?
No, I'm live.
Really? Oh no, you've got right, okay.
So, but I have to do it separately. So I'm not doing it through OBS. Like you could do it. So I actually have their live program, and I'm just sharing the screen straight from OBS straight to there. So that's what we're doing there. But at least, yeah. Good to see. And then I'm gonna try from tomorrow night streaming to Stronghold Kingdom, my other channel, at the same time, because we're gonna be doing Christian things tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I've been streaming to my backup. So that's
not
gonna be cool. Any views on it, but still I'm putting it.
You have to get somewhere.
It's kind of empty,
Yeah, you start somewhere, exactly. So we'll see if you're gonna go make some coffee.
I was gonna make a coffee. I'll be back in a minute.
Shot. No stress, man. But yeah, guys, like I said, the link is above there. This is Flat Earth Friday. Like, everybody's been so begging for Flat Earth Fridays, and yet we don't have any Globers really wanting to come defend their globe, which I find really ironic. Excuse me.
It's difficult.
But hey, we're here to chat. We're here to chill. They can't say we're not giving them the opportunity, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good to see everybody.
They will say it. They'll still say it.
Let's see how it says. How should I read it? Background of poster. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, it's cool to see everybody. Thank you again for coming. The poll does say. Let's see what the poll says. The poll does say, whose cosmology follows scripture? We've got 26 votes so far. Flat Earth 62%. Globe Earth 15%. I don't know how they get Globe Earth. None 15%. No idea 8%. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, if I have to tell you guys, it's definitely Flat Earth, if you were wondering. And then Dakin just got in as well. Hello, good to see you. He says, why is a non-scientific book from 2,000 years ago used to try prove scientific findings of modern world? It would be great if you want to come in and have a discussion. We can discuss about this. But I have to let you know, no one is trying to claim science with the Bible. And anyway, there is no science for shape. That's a category error. But yes, the Bible is very clear on what the earth is. It's a stationary enclosed plane, and we are able to test this through observation and experiment, and we do see that it is definitely not a spinning, space wobbling space bear. Hey, how's it going, Chris? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, man.
Glad you could make it. Yeah. So, do you think anybody's going to come to defend their globe tonight?
It'd be nice if they did. At least we give them a chance to show them that there is a God, and give them a chance at least to make that decision.
Amen. For sure. I can't remember if I asked you, how did you get into the flat Earth?
It was about 9 years ago. I was looking into 9/11 stuff because I'm a combat veteran from Iraq. I was there in 2004 and 5 in the Army. And I got more into the moon landings, and back then nothing was censored. So I landed in flat Earth, and I was like, oh, there is a God. It's like, oh. And I never gave up on seeking a connection and stayed through it, even the TFE,
yeah.
I believe in the creator, so that's why.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you, mate. Emma says, as the owner Glober here, yeah, I have to respectfully disagree. That's all. I hire someone else back to lurking mode. Well, we love you, Emma. And yes, people are allowed to disagree with each other. That's for sure. 100%. And I mean, we've also stated this before. The shape is not a salvation issue. So you can believe whatever shape you want. I do have an issue though when it comes to Globers trying to claim we are dumb and stupid and uneducated and mocking us all over the place, and they're not even able to defend what they believe. That's the thing that gets to me though. Sort of gets under my skin, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm on the side that the Bible excuse me. You say cosmology. I do astronomy, which is just like the stars, and cosmology to me is more like deep space, like other galaxies, and so the Bible creation story. Well, I said that more matched reality. The poll you got going on.
Oh yeah.
Like in the beginning, just step by step. It was out without form and void. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they can twist that to turn it into a globe creation story when everything's pointing that it's a realm.
Yeah. And I mean, you have quite a nice telescope. I think you have the Celestron, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Power Seeker 127 EQ, so it's a 5-inch.
Newtonian.
Newtonian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just been cold out. It's winter. Like I'm in Tennessee, in the Appalachians, and I can't wait for spring to come around. Around March time, Venus is going to have traversed the sun, and it'll be an evening star right when it's starting to get warm.
Okay, that's gonna be cool.
I love Venus. It's probably my favorite in the sky.
I think you can see some awesome stuff. I'm actually wanting to get my my children a telescope, a nice proper one, because they also like looking at like the stars and stuff, Because at the end of the day, it is still an awesome creation. Like it says, you know, it's God's handiwork.
Absolutely. I mean, I just put out about a minute odd short, I think, and all I did is like I was coming back from the shop. Well, after I streamed, I had to rush off, you know, because I had something to do by 5, post something, and I managed to get it by 5 to 5. On the way back, seeing a random star in the sky, and I just thought I'll get my phone out and look at it, zoom as far as my phone will get. Now it only does 12 times zoom, and even with 12 times zoom on my phone, you can see it's not what they say it is. I mean, it was no Jim Innes observation, but you know, you can see even on the phone, it's not what they say it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, the things don't make sense that they're trying to claim at all. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I don't see what they're claiming.
Right. Oh, thanks for the comment, Chris. I seen you commented on that shot.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. You seen that? Okay, those little blinking things there. I don't know. They're weird, man. I use Stellarium. It's an app on your phone, and it'll show you what stars are where in the sky.
Yeah.
Like you point your phone at it, and like
I'll do
Google
that.
has one called Sky Map.
You
But
just-
Stellarium has the so-called Starlink satellites, and they'll kind of correlate with these blinking lights. But I see them all the time. They'll circle around in the sky. They're not orbiting the freaking Earth. They're like balloons.
Right.
Take a hat.
It's on it. Nice.
Yeah, I see so.
Or a trout.
It looks like a trout. It looks like a trout.
Trout.
Yeah.
Trout. Yeah, I think so.
By the way, fish debunker globe Earth. If anybody was wondering.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Look, fish in the water. I haven't caught one in ages, man. I haven't been really. I went with Harry last week.
Okay.
Didn't catch anything.
Wow. Very exciting start to the stream, guys.
Yeah, loads of people knocking at the back door. There.
Loads of Globers. We got that Wattcast dude. He actually did a video on, or streamed last night. You know, our last week's stream or week before that with, no, it was last week's where we had that rude guy or Ryan or whatever come on.
Oh,
I think it was last week, correct? Yeah. He streamed that and it was like, that's practically what he does. I'm like, well, you guys, you know, you can always just come on our stream and talk to us yourself. Instead, yeah, they're just insulting us. You know, the usual.
I trimmed that part, made it into a
Quite
video.
sad.
I did. I had to trim it. That's 2 I've got of Orion on my channel.
I'd like a Glober to come on and say how the Genesis creation story explains it as a globe. Have you heard anybody fully lay it out in a globe format?
Yes. Answers from Genesis. Answers in Genesis. They
Yeah.
tried to do it before. What's his name? Danny Faulkner. He attempted to do that. And, well, it failed miserably. He kind of made it. He's trying to claim it is an actual event, but he's trying to also claim allegorical at the same time.
It's because he's painting a picture and he's fitting the puzzle pieces in, and it looks ugly. He's smashing them in and stuff. And
Yeah.
if you just put the puzzle pieces together piece by piece, you'll see the truth. That it's already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's trying to. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks ugly. He'll try to, but it ain't right. It's an ugly picture.
Yep. Hey, Moomin Riders in the house as well. What's up, man? Good to see you. But yeah, like I said, guys, just hit the likes, share the show. It's really is going to help the show to grow. Oh, by the way, I've lost a few subs because of our last 2 streams again. How dare we just share facts about Israel? How dare we actually just get over the propaganda? You Zionist, you. It's like, what? Okay.
It's like politics, man.
That's crazy. I just don't understand, especially in this community. It's supposed to be about truth, okay? Why do they let their personal feelings get over the truth? It's really weird. Angels of Light, what's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. He's in TikTok. It's Flat Earth Friday. Glad you could make it, mate. Haven't streamed in TikTok for a long time.
Oh, he's in TikTok.
Yeah,
Of course.
he's in
He does
TikTok.
TikTok. Isn't he? He's a good debater.
Yeah. He does awesome work. If anybody
I remember
hasn't,
when he came on, yeah, he's brilliant, man.
Yeah, if
Good-
anybody
good-
hasn't-
good we talked about.
yeah, if anybody hasn't gone to watch, definitely go watch it. He's like on the TikTok. So, like I said, I don't ever go on TikTok, but I decided let me start streaming on there again. But I don't know. I'm just not a person that can really watch stuff on TikTok. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't do TikTok. I mean, I used to upload to it, but when it came to the scrolling thing, it's true.
He
You
says
just
no
watch-
sound.
You mind them in videos, and then you look at the clock, and you were doing it for 5 minutes, and it's 3 hours later. I'm like, no way! I've just lost all that time by doing
He
doing
says
that. No, flicking through them. No way.
he says there's no
Yeah, that-
sound.
You know what?
He says there's no sound. Why would there be sound?
No sound. Well, there's sound on the YouTube.
No,
thing.
on
TikTok. I haven't got my TikTok up. I don't even know if I'm signed in. Let's see. TikTok. TikTok.
select. Yes, it is correct. But now why doesn't it let me have sound? That sucks.
So you can't.
1, 2.
You're not
Oh,
allowed. So.
I wonder if I can. Device is
way, I
not
literally
connected.
went- I
Select
literally went on.
testing 1, 2.
Sorry, I
yeah.
literally went on TikTok, and the first video that come up is Angels of Light.
Oh yeah, but he's awesome. I think it's because you watched his
Mhm.
stuff before. Testing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think it's working now. It should be showing, guys. Try again. Talk.
There you are.
Okay.
Got you. Let me just check.
Okay, it says
me
there it
Google
is.
this.
Okay, thanks, Angels. Appreciate it, mate. Sorry about that. I'm still new to the whole TikTok thing again. But it's in. I got a email. No stress, Kunal. He just emails us like, in chat room streaming right now though. My YouTube name is Ninja, and I am watching you. He swears. Shout out to Ninja. Really love you, man. He's also been a long time supporter of this channel. Really cool. Angel, it would be great sometime if you come in and have a discussion, brother. Actually, let me put the link, the link there for you as well. How do we share now? Invite. There we go. Because maybe he wants to come and have a discussion with us. Would be quite cool. There we go. There's a discussion for you, man. Because it'll be interesting to hear what you've been up to. I have been seeing he still does debates. I did see there. What's that? Watercast also has been just making fun videos of insulting the usual, which is really nonsense. I don't know why they just can't accept that their globe is fantasy.
Mm.
It's like they won't let it go. But instead of
See, I thought you
debating,
could only-
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you could only do 10-minute videos on TikTok, but you can stream live for as long as you want, can't you, on TikTok?
I don't know. I'm testing it now.
I might do. I've done Twitch, but the thing is with Twitch, because if you're not subscribed to like a tariff of theirs, then it disappears. Your video disappears after a week or 2 weeks.
But
So I did Twitch.
no,
I'm just
I
doing
did Twitch
Rumble
for a
and
long
YouTube
time.
channels.
I did Twitch for a
Yeah.
long time, but
I remember.
that's
It's
more
more
a platform for
gaming.
gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's people aren't
Yeah.
really into this that much there. If you play games, then yeah, you're gonna get much further on Twitch.
Aye.
So yeah, we'll wait for some people to come in still. Ba 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 ba. Okay, let's ask questions. What is the dumbest argument you've ever got from a Glober?
Oh yeah, I've never liked in TikTok. Say again. How do you like it in TikTok? Where is it?
Oh,
Peace.
I don't know. You just press the hearts, I think.
That I don't know, Eratosthenes experiment is even like considerable when the sun rays are divergent to begin with.
Yeah. I think it's also nonsense. I think the dumbest argument I've ever got from is, I have to think because there's quite a lot of them. Oh yes, orthographic view is perspective. I think that's my favorite, weakest, dumbest argument I've heard from a Glober. Orthographic view is perspective.
Orthographic view is Muppet view. Orthographic view is
Exactly.
ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. Because orthographic view, is just showing you actually how it is. But we're talking about optical effect here,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the building doesn't actually reduce in size, Yes, the actual real angle to it is whatever. But you're talking about the optical angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have no idea how you like it in TikTok or PC. I know you do it on a phone, but I have no idea how you like
Yeah.
the stream on a PC.
I wouldn't know, sorry man. Angel says that kids need to take refraction into account when playing hide and seek. That's from Ruhaf. But to be fair, Ruhaf has really been one of the top notches when it comes to dumb arguments.
Mhm.
Oh man, I remember his days of counting pixels. That was his like
Counting
debunking of things.
pixels, bro. Like that's a measurement. Like counting pixels is a measurement.
Is
It's barely a calculation.
Yeah, but it's like what he does is he takes the screen and he says, okay, it's let's say 1080p.
Mhm.
And then he goes and he calculates the 1080p and he says, well, you see, now I've counted this much pixels down, so therefore the horizon should be about this much pixels based on a dropping, but look, it's sitting at where we say, so therefore the earth is falling away. And you're like thinking to yourself, oh my word. It's dumb.
It's so mad. I mean, counting pixels.
Hey,
I mean,
Sogs.
how flawed could that be?
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Yeah. Sog says, can you walk us through orthographic perspective and isometric plane? I think many people, mostly Globers, don't understand. Sometimes I get details wrong. Yeah, it's very simple. Perspective is based on three-dimensional viewing. So it's you looking out to the view. So you have depth with the angle changes. So you have, for instance, thing constantly changing, and it's showing, and it's moving towards what we would call the convergence zone. It's all just an optical effect. That's how when you look at outside and you see train tracks, they appear to converge to one another. That's just an optical effect because it's all converging to that point. Now, when it comes to orthographic view, it's literally a two-dimensional drawing, because you don't see in 2 dimensions, you see 3-dimensionally. So that 2-dimensional quote-unquote drawing can take angular size, but angular size itself is not perspective. That's why I'm still waiting till this day for McToon to come back to me and show me where perspective is taken into account with orthographic view. I hope that answers your
Right.
question, Socks. Jolly man, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Dick Wayne as well. I see just popped in. Yeah, we did start a bit earlier today.
Sounds like Dick Wayne and the Jolly Man. It sounds like a duo, a cowboy duo. Dick Wayne and the Jolly Man.
Yeehaw, ma.
Yeehaw! Guns and whips.
I wonder if Sean Hawkins is streaming us again.
Oh, it would not surprise me.
He loves to stream us instead of just coming in. Let's see.
I might try. So obviously, if you stream to TikTok, it's going to be in vertical portrait view, isn't it?
Yeah. It's set that way in.
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's
he is
just like-
watching us
it's like-
live. How did I know? Sean Hawkins, come on, man.
No doubt.
I thought Flat Earth is dead, man. I thought you don't worry about this channel. But instead he is watching us live.
He's got a strong and loud voice,
Yeah.
like kind of edgy on anger a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see my comments in TikTok, Vlad?
No, I only see Angels of Light comment.
So you
It
can't
only
see
shows him
mine.
watching me as well. I don't see you watching me.
Wow. I'm actually there. Maybe am I signed in?
Maybe you're
Was-
not signed in, yeah.
Maybe that's the problem. But why would it take me to you if I wasn't signed in?
What's up, Tony Whitcomb? He says the dumbest glow proof was measuring curve from a lunar eclipse. What? How the hell do you measure curve from a lunar eclipse? That doesn't make sense.
How do you get a solar eclipse that's only 120-mile wide when you're 90 million mile away? Yeah, that Penumbra and Umbra stuff. Like I was in a partial eclipse in 2017. I was in Michigan, and the partial eclipse isn't a partial shaded zone. It's actually, you can actually see the sun. It's just only partially covered.
Wow.
So the Penumbra and Umbra is,
Profile. Yeah, I'm signed
yeah,
in.
it's still right there.
What gets me with the solar eclipses, the shadows and things are always opposite way around. You know what I mean? It doesn't really suit what you're supposed to observe. But then they just claim refraction. Angel's Light says, I think your live is censored. I can't repost or share it. I've seen that before. Wow, that sucks.
See what I mean? Like that's what I'm signed in, Vlad.
Because I see it
I've no
shows
idea.
I got 3 people watching on TikTok. But yeah, it's only
You
Angel's
can't see
Light
my
that's
comments
been
at all.
commenting there.
I asked Angel how do I like on a PC here on TikTok. Can you not see that?
No, there's nothing. Can he see you there?
Well, obviously not. He hasn't answered back.
Ah, yeah, it's not showing.
Weird. What the hell?
Maybe
Is
my
it-
next,
That's
maybe
my account's private.
I don't know. Maybe my you are following me on TikTok, correct?
Yeah. Well, obviously because it brought you straight up to me,
Well, then I
saying you were
don't know.
live. Yeah. It's on my. Yeah. I must. Obviously, I am. Yeah. So let's make sure.
Well, I don't know, Angels. I don't know how to work that out if we centered on how we would do anything about that. To be
Yeah,
honest.
there's actually nothing I can do here. There's no share. There's no. Yeah. There's nothing.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Really weird.
Some comments in this live.
To
were
be
filtered.
honest, I'm used to
Hold
being.
on.
To be honest, I'm used to being censored on platforms. So.
Hold on, I can actually see it's from TikTok in the chat. It says some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community. What? Nobody said anything. Oh, right. I said Ruhif was an Egypt. That's not. That's not. They don't know what
How
an Egypt
dare
is.
you? How dare you, PJ? How dare you call
Right,
an
like-
idiot an
You
idiot?
just say hello and see if that comes up.
Yeah. Yeah. He even says, I don't even see myself watching the live. That's crazy. Yeah, it just shows 3 people watching at the moment. That's all it's saying.
Right. I just put in
that's it.
hello.
Nothing.
No?
Nothing.
What the heck? Look, I'll show you. Yeah.
Yeah, share screen and then we can.
Look, there, I got him. Hello.
Hello.
Up here. See? I'm there.
The
Hello?
comments don't even show up. Why not?
I'm doing it now. It's so weird.
It says someone's in the real-time viewer count is 1. Wow. Total viewers is 3. Something weird going on.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're not seeing my, I mean, I haven't even got a private account. I don't think. No, because I've got like 16.9 thousand views on that fish video, my cat video. So obviously it's not private because I wouldn't have 16,000 people going like with the link. You know.
Yeah.
Weird.
Really
Yeah.
odd stuff. Let's see who's trying to come in. Vicky. Hey, Vicky, how's it going?
Babe, you know a bit about TikTok.
What about?
Yeah, I've got right. Look, you can see. Can you see it?
Yeah.
right? See, so I'm there. Hold on.
Yeah. Angel Lights, he says, right, it's your live. It's censored bad. I don't know what I did
Right.
to
So
make
is
it.
that why I can't? Is that why I can't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry about this,
Yeah.
guys, on TikTok. I apologize. I don't know why it would be so censored.
TikTok's majorly censored now.
I will.
That's why most people are actually leaving TikTok.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna still stream on there. I mean, even if it gets to one person, whatever.
Aye.
Because
I
it's
just see. You can turn yourself sideways.
see
Well,
that.
I can turn you sideways. It's weird. Orientation
Whoa.
setting.
Yay,
Oh,
well done. You just earned 20 gems.
download.
Thank you, TikTok, whatever that means. Flatty McChaw just joined. Hey, Flatty McChaw. Good to see you, man. Glad you could make it. Yeah, it's showing 4 people watching though.
So Keith, why are you streaming upside down, bro? You see it?
Yeah.
Is that it? It's just you just go to there. Look, can you see it? Orientation.
Yeah,
Just
Tony.
keep-
Tony, that is so true. Globers believe that gravity pushes helium balloons up.
I
Right.
came in to say
Mhm.
we need to start a channel live streaming Sean, live streaming you.
Mad.
The thing is, we can stream him right now, but there's not really going to happen anything. He's just going to sit.
No,
He's going to
it's
see
really
some monkey
boring.
sitting in a cage on the stream, watching us, and then swearing the whole time.
Yep. He really needs to get himself a swear jar.
Oh
He'd be
yeah.
loaded.
You need to get yourself a swear jar.
The problem is,
You.
he's going to need other people to swear so he can make money because he's already so poor he can't put anything in the swear jar. He can put IOUs in the swear jar. That's going to help.
No credit. There's no
I
credit.
don't know how that works to yourself. Write myself an IOU.
We got 6 people watching in TikTok, which is wow.
Okay.
I'm happy about that for now. I mean,
And I'm certainly there. I just don't understand why I can't.
yeah.
Because TikTok is majorly censored.
So yeah,
Yeah, but not to let me comment.
Depends what you
let me see if I
comment.
can.
I said hello.
Hey hi, hey hi.
Well, go on, say hi.
I hope that's working. I'm trying. I'm waving at everybody I can.
My name is Kev.
7 people watching. Ooh, okay. It's getting there. Yay! Thank you, Angela. Sent hearts. Appreciate it, brother.
Right. Oh, the heart thing's disappeared from me. Okay.
Okay. So now we have another question. What is your favorite argument that a globe has presented to you?
The Brenda's a woman.
That's not a globe. That's not a globe argument.
No, but it came from Globers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I've only seen Globers try and defend that, to be honest.
Exactly.
I think they're very well. You know, when it comes to gravity, they know it perfectly. It makes them win every single debate they're on, and that's me
Still
being
waiting for
sarcastic.
them to show it.
Because gravity doesn't exist and they haven't got a clue. You know, when you say how does that happen? How does mass attract mass just by existing? That's silly. What is the mechanics of it? You know, you need a force for them to be coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity isn't, because you can't even do anything with gravity because it's not real.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They don't.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But
No. Go ahead, man.
oh, what'd you say? Favorite globe Earth proof, or what was it?
Yeah. Favorite globe Earth argument.
Yeah, the layers of the Earth, because they've only dug 7 miles, and they tell us 4,000 miles worth of information.
Yeah. I mean, the PNS, the deepest ever is 8 miles, and or 12 miles, and 8 miles, and yet they want to go and tell us what's in the crust, which is sad. What's up, Hernan? Good to see you, man. So yeah, guys, remember, any Globers, you can click the link and come in. Appreciate you.
I just want to show you. I just looked there. Look at the top where it says viewers. It says no online viewers yet.
I got
mean, there is.
it's showing me 7 total views. Viewers.
Let me refresh it.
7
Let's see if it
total
changes.
viewers.
Let me see if it changes after a refresh. No online viewers.
That's weird. It's showing by me 7.
Mad, isn't it?
But only
there is
Angels of
viewers, yeah.
but only Angels of Light has been able to comment though.
Well, it says to me, it actually says PJ Cruikshank joined. Can you see that?
Yeah.
But when I put something in, I'll say hi. Right. Obviously, you'll
Um,
see it this side. But you can't see it. No, it doesn't come up.
It hasn't gone in. That's why
Oh,
you
hold on.
haven't sent it.
Hold on. No. There you go. Right. But you can't see that on your side, can you, Flats? Hi.
Hey, Troy Boy just joined. No, it doesn't show you, man.
I can't even see Troy Boy. I can see me. Oh, yeah, I can. I can now. But it's not showing me. What the heck do I need to do?
Probably been censored.
Yeah.
Why?
Derek Nelson also in the house. What's up? Troy Boy or anybody in the YouTube, in TikTok. I'm gonna put it in again. The link. If anybody wants to
Why?
come into the discussion, you can click that link and we can discuss Globus Flat Earth, because it is Flat Earth Friday.
Why would I be censored on TikTok, though? Why?
No, it's me that's censored.
Right, I was going to say,
See,
because...
it's
but
because I'm
still.
censored. It doesn't want to.
But is Angel of Light, is he maybe a TikTok verified or something? Is he
Well,
TikTok
he's
verified?
probably is because he's been
Yeah,
been on here a
that's what
long
I'm saying.
time. You know what I mean?
That's probably why he can...
Yeah.
Right, so, that's who joined? Troy Boy. Has he said hi apart from joining, or?
No. I've put
Right.
my link in, but my link is
That's-
showing. Okay.
I can see it. I don't. It's not blue. It's not clickable for me. But
They
obviously,
never are on TikTok.
oh, aren't they? You have to
No.
copy paste. Right.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, it's just weird. It's just weird.
Tony Wilson says I was playing FED on my lunch break and this guy ran next to the table who gave talk about elevation angles stormed out a few seconds later. He hates Nathan Oakley now without knowing him. What's up, Cleary? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I got nothing against FED. I think what they do is great. I just can't watch it anymore because it's just too repetitive for me. I've watched it too many years now, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same argument over and over. So I can stop watching FED for a year or two and go back and exactly the same argument again. And that's the only thing that bothers me with FED. You know what I mean?
I've
Right.
never watched any
And-
of their stuff.
Yeah, and it's just not for me anymore. Let's put it that way. But hey, everybody for their own. If you guys still
Yeah.
like FED, it's good. But
Nathan drops in by mine now and again. If
yeah,
I'm on it
shout out
next
to
time.
Nathan, by the way.
Absolutely, man.
I did watch a response the other day that he did give to Asmongold, though.
Yeah, it was a decent response. I like Asmongold, but he's wrong about that situation because he was agreeing with what's her name?
With Hoffenfelder, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Hoffenfelder.
I know her name.
But yeah. The problem is when you get like people. This is why we say there's a whole propaganda thing against Flat Earth, where you get all these huge channels. Even when they do quote unquote research of Flat Earth,
Yeah.
they look at the propaganda videos and then they push the propaganda videos. They don't actually go to the actual Flat Earth channels and look what's actually being presented.
No.
That's the sad thing about it. And now because these people have such a huge following and a big influence on people, those people just follow them and they believe them, and then they see Flat Earth as dumb and stupid and a joke because these people say so. And all they presented was strawmans.
It's the favorite.
Yeah, and that's
It's a very
unfortunately how it works on the interballs.
Right.
Why is it the Globers always want flat Earth and then they never come ever?
They're too scared.
Typical, baby. At this point, it's typical.
They do what the Muslims do. I don't know if you watched the video that I just shared from Inspired Philosophy. I shared it on my post. I said everybody should watch it and share it. Anyway, whatever
I
happened,
haven't. No.
I don't know if you've been knowing this whole thing that's been going on with Uthman for the last month or two.
Mm-mm.
He's been challenging, Inspiring Velocity, God Logic, David Wood, all of them, been challenging them to debates. And then when they accept the debate, he makes excuses, runs away, and blah blah, and then says no, they're running, they're not coming in, blah blah blah. Anyway, recently he also had a live, and they tried to get in, and he blocked them. He blocked them so they couldn't even get in the live. And after the live, he went and said, "See, you guys talk such a big talk, but you don't come in and debate." Now that reminds exactly how these Globers are.
Right.
Exactly the Globers are. They have a big mouth, and then you're like, okay, fine, come defend it. We're more than happy to have it. And then they'll just insult us and then make videos about us telling us how stupid and cowardice we are. It's like...
You mean like the Karen that is Orion?
Like Orion,
Orion.
yes.
He's a proper wobblehead Karen.
Who? Oh, Ryan Cooper. Aye.
Like,
Orion.
he's a pooper scooper.
I mean, I've managed to get 2 videos, trimming Flax's video to get him. You know what I mean? He's given me 2 videos. Fair play. Hope he does the third.
But it shows you the type of people that hang out on Sean's channel, though.
Scum.
It's disgusting scum, exactly. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of people he, how can I say, he attracts, because he is that
Associates with.
type of person.
Yeah.
I mean, he's now even putting posts out about me, just blatantly lying,
Stupid.
telling me I'm pushing that Jesus has returned.
You must be.
You haven't pushed that.
Me, of all people.
You haven't
Whatever.
pushed that. I mean, you're against what the
I'm
Saints
against
say.
preterism. I'm against Satan's short
Right.
season.
Right.
I have a whole channel literally dedicated to this.
Yeah, but come on, Sean ain't got a brain cell.
No.
But you
Well-
must be knackered, Keith, because you seem to run round in these people's heads all day, every day.
Don't worry. I had a dude on my channel. He had an 8-day soccer account, so Michael banned him for trolling. And he emailed me all crying about me this morning. Blah, 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 It's like, dude, accept it. If you have a soccer account, it gets banned. Full stop. Those are the rules. No, but
Right.
and I'm just saying, you know what? Don't waste my time. I'm not into trolling. He writes, oh, I don't care what you think, blah, blah, blah. He's emailed me like, I think we're sitting on 38 emails at the moment. But I'm just saying, you're still
right.
emailing me. You're still emailing me.
You sure his name's not Aaron?
No, this is another
Right.
guy. But you understand what I'm saying? I get this constantly with these Globers. They have some weird asphyxiation to just harass me because
Right. No,
they
right.
want so bad
Obsessive.
to care about my opinion by telling me, I don't care about your opinion, but they'll still harass me to try and get my opinion.
Right.
It's like,
Right. It's obsession. It's
Yeah,
obsession.
yeah, it
Here's
is.
something. I know someone that made a documentary about obsession.
oh, yeah. I wonder
It's a
whose
good
channel it was
documentary.
on.
You
It
should
was on.
You
Oh, it
watch
was on
it,
this
Keith.
channel.
You should
Oh,
watch it.
yes.
I actually reviewed your documentary.
Uh-huh. Hey, guess what? I made a documentary quicker and put it out quicker than what TFE even did anything for their documentary. That's weird.
Yeah.
Right.
Still waiting
Right.
for their documentary.
I'm still waiting. He's still waiting for his hand to come back into view. Refracted hand.
Yeah, still waiting for Refracted Hand. Still waiting for McToon to show me the elevation of my flask. Remember when I
Right.
debated him and he was talking about oh, the graphic view does so perspective. It's like, okay, here's my flask. Here's the orthographic view. Show me how high that flask is. Till today, I still haven't got a response. It's been 4 years. 4 years.
Was that the video you did at work?
Sorry?
Was that the video you did at work?
No, that was the one we did here at home where I took the strings with a
remember.
flask and I pointed out 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters away. And I said, okay, work out how high that flask is. He couldn't get it right.
That's right.
I had many takers trying and nobody got it right.
You had Fruity Boy. What's his name? Baldhead.
Well, cats.
No.
The Welshman.
No.
STST.
You did the video on with the egghead.
STST.
Andrew.
Andrew Johnson.
Yes. Andrew Johnson. Yes.
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
No, Eduardo.
Eduardo.
That's a good one.
He's like
Hey.
egghead.
David Sanch just joined as well in as the TikTok. That's quite cool. It shows I'm averaging about 9 people, which is good. That's not bad.
I still have that video, you know, of Andrew Johnson as an egg in a nest that Michael made for me.
So I don't know if any Globers are going to come in, to be honest. Flat Earth Friday does seem to attract a lot of flat earthers, which is cool.
Yeah.
At least Emma's in chat.
Yeah, she's a Glober. But she's a cool Glober. Hasn't been rude to
Yeah,
us
she's not
once. That's what I don't get, okay? Look how the cordial Globers are. There's a few of them. I have some subscribed Globers that are like Emma. Cordial, nice, nothing. We have disagreements and that's it. You know?
Yeah.
We don't have anything about it. But then you get those trolls that literally just come in and they just want to insult and then they cry when they get banned for being trolls.
Right.
It's quite
Yeah.
sad. David
She
Sanchez, yeah?
Oh, Emma came in my comments on the video I did about, you know, the hate that you got for not hating Jews. And she was like, if I'm not welcome, just let me know. And I was like, no, then, you're always welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about people like. No, it wasn't about Emma. No,
Yeah.
not Emma. No, it wasn't about anybody here. It was all about. Well, you know.
Yeah, people are allowed to have their own opinions and views. Nobody has an issue
Exactly.
with that. The issue is that if you come and you are just blatantly sick and rude and trolly to everybody, that's the issue, you know. Be a mature person. Don't be so childish. David
Yeah.
Sanchez, I'm the coolest Glober. Well, it's good to see you,
No,
David.
Emma is.
And David, you can click the link if you want to come have a discussion. We are on Google Meets, and you can debate if you want to. You can choose who you want to talk to as well. You don't specifically have to talk to me or
Don't talk to me
everybody.
because I know nothing. I just have a big gob.
Hey, I know nothing either. I'm just here to support.
But yeah, it's cool to be here. I am getting kind of hot. I think I have to put the aircon on a bit. We've got a remote for it, by the way, so it works now.
Wow.
The only thing is I can't put on too much because it showers electricity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better.
PJ will need that in the summer when it's like 20 degrees.
20's boiling, man. What are you talking about?
No,
Boiling for me.
it's not. Right, I'm going to go because I'm waiting for my shopping.
You got shopping coming?
Yeah.
What? So there's a man coming to your door?
Well, it could be a woman, I don't know.
Well, if it's a man, you don't answer.
Well, how do you know these days?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If I did, well, that's me. I could be misgendering someone just by saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
David Sanchez is working, unfortunately, so only listen today. No stress. Appreciate you coming in, though, man. You're always welcome anyway, but yeah. It's cool to see you. Thank you for listening in. Charles is also in that side. What's up, Charles? Good to see you. He says, the scripture clearly states a topographical enclosed plane with the sun, moon and stars rotating around an established earth. 100% agree, brother. I'm looking forward to that recording with you and Josh Monday soon. Woohoo! Yeah, we're going to be
Isn't
doing
that
a
tomorrow?
recording tomorrow, yeah.
So, what rock? What's that? Roll.
Roll. What's the
With the
force the level
force.
experiment? Just curious. I think he's talking about force the line. That was with
Force the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good-
going. Bye.
Sorry,
Says
can I
Vicky.
just say that's a good idea? Force the line, but they haven't.
They didn't do
done
it.
But I think it's a good test. I think it's a good test.
It is a good principle,
Yeah.
but it's very complicated at the end of the day. Brian Mullen actually came up with the idea, and then obviously he got doxxed and things, and the Globus phoned his work, and because he was an engineer and everything, they didn't want to be, how can I say, associated with a quote unquote flat earther. So he had to make a
Right.
decision to keep his job or to carry on with his flat earth stuff. So obviously he decided, he's got to look after his family and stuff. So he had to make the hard choice and say, okay, he's not doing any more flat earth content. But he came up with that Force the Line. All it is he was trying to make a rigid frame, horizontal level, and obviously lay it over a large body of water, and to see if it keeps that same distance along from point A to point B. And if it kept that A, then it shows it's not curved. Needless to say, Globies were not very happy with him when he proposed this, because they were literally fighting to the minute. Even like, I remember Rumpus saying, oh, even on the molecular level, it's not going to be perfect because you can't get them to link exactly 100%, and you can't keep it 100% horizontal, so it's impossible. By the way, it's been now almost 5 years since Rumpus said he's doing the Robotham observation over the canal. He just had to go and clean the reeds. So if anybody finds Rumpus, because he has been missing, I think one of the reeds must have taken him downstream or something. Please do let us know. We are very worried because it's been 4 years now just to clean reeds.
That's right. That's right. I remember, and Rumpus was always consistent about coming on.
Yeah.
Coming on Brandon's, whoever else as well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate him. I didn't hate him at all. I just thought he was a bit full of himself. He was too sure of himself when he actually. But he did know his stuff for the globe side. It's just a pity that it's all a lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Rumpus is all right. He's a pain in the ass, but he's okay.
Yeah, he was very passionate. That's one thing we couldn't give up to. He was very passionate. Yeah,
Right.
he really talked over everybody and really had idiotic arguments and tactics. But at the end of the day, he at least stood up for what he believed.
Yes, I remember when he corrected FTFE on something.
Yes,
can't remember what
on
it
the
was.
refraction.
Was it on
With a
refraction?
refracted
Refracted hand. Yeah. That's it.
Yes, Chris, you trying to show something? I'm just quickly get some water.
Oh, do you got screen share on? Or is it showing?
Yeah, you can screen share.
All right, it's the first time I did that. I made this spreadsheet and bar graph showing how vast and thin of a realm we live in. You see, by 32 miles, this is the pressure. Pressure 1,000 millibar at sea level, and then by 6 miles you're at 360, and then at 32 miles you're at 1/1000th of an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, see how 32 miles you're already at 1. See.
Look how it drops, and it drops exponentially.
Right.
Yeah, and it's only like, well, sea level to 1.5 miles, that's where all the matter is. That's where everything in existence is in that first 1.5 mile.
Yeah, you can say the first 6 miles is practically everything.
Yeah, the cumulonimbus clouds, I hate that word, but they go up to 12 miles in the tropics.
Yeah.
Stratosphere. They'll hit a wall. The stratosphere is a conductor, and because distilled water is a dielectric, it doesn't mix, so it hits like that conductive wall. But yeah, daylight's between 12 and 32 miles, and that's pretty much it. Like the official line for outer space to get your astronaut wings through NASA is the Kármán line. That's
the Kármán line,
62 miles high.
Yeah, 62 miles, correct?
Yeah, and that's 1/100th of an atmosphere.
No, there's nothing there.
That's right.
No, that's why I don't even go that high or even worry about it. I just worry about the troposphere and the in the stratosphere,
But that's the thing that
which
that's the thing that gets me though, because they also want to claim density and buoyancy, okay? And they want to claim, for instance, like, let's say a high altitude balloon. What's the highest altitude balloon that's gone? Because I usually see it in
10,000?
feet though.
I mean,
So
10,000 feet? Maybe more?
no, 220,000
What?
feet. How much miles is that?
Really? It goes that high?
Yeah, yeah. How much is that?
that's
in
what they claim.
Yeah, that's what they claim. How much is that?
It
in
doesn't.
miles?
It doesn't. What?
220,000 feet. How
What?
much is that in miles? Let's check.
Oh, that's like 40 miles, man. I don't believe it's that high because they're probably not getting 12 miles. If you see most imagery, it looks about twice as high as an airplane. And like they use it for the ISS. If you look directly down, it's only about 12 miles high, but then they'll CGI the rest of the globe, you know, far out to the vanishing point or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you Google satellite images of daylight or balloon images, they're like 12 miles high, and they show fake daylight.
Very interesting.
But there's no there's no pressure. But it's still, even at 1/1000th of an atmospheric pressure, it still has pressure and it's still being contained. So even in fractions, like, oh, it's only a fraction of a percent of pressure, but it's still pressure.
Yep, yep.
Anyway,
But you don't believe in physical containment, do you?
yeah, I do.
That's what he says. Oh, you believe in physical containment? Like there's a actual something that you could feel, walk on if you were on the other side of it. You actually believe that, like what the Bible says.
Well, yeah. It's very vast and thin though. You got to think 32 miles. This is 16,000 miles across,
Yeah,
and 32 miles is right on top of you. I mean, like divergent sun rays, everything is really close.
Yeah,
And it takes 3 hours to go 1, 2, 3. I mean, it just, I don't know, man.
so you do. I
The
thought
stars,
you.
the moon, everything's close.
Chris, I actually thought that
Way close.
you believed containment was like, what'd you call it? Like electrical. I thought you thought it was electrical.
he
Or something.
does, but it still needs a physical inducer. For instance, the ground would be the negative.
Oh yeah, I
and
know
you need
that.
the positive, and the positive would be the dome in his
But yeah,
view.
but he's not saying the dome's made out of electricity, is he? Or,
No.
Like,
It's a physical.
like they say,
No,
like they say with gravity, you know, like
No,
the-
you need to be physical.
right. Okay, yeah, okay, it's fine. That's all good. It's all good.
I consider the troposphere as the tank circuit and the stratosphere as the secondary inductor. And the stratosphere is all pure ether because ether is displaced by matter. Everything resistant has resistance here in that atmospheric boundary layer. The first mile and a half, everything in there shares the same thing, common resistance. And ether is displaced by matter. Like when I show fluorescent bulbs or my plasma globe, that's three. I don't like using the word vacuum. Like it's void of resistance. That's how I like describing a plasma globe. And resistance is things that matter.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even when you have like those little plasma globe, you know, they have to create a vacuum chamber, and for it to make a vacuum chamber, they need for it to be contained.
Yeah. Well, vacuum is the process.
Yeah.
Because if you pull air out of you gotta. It's a process to me, not a state.
Mm-hmm.
Like vacuum works with the globe model in outer space because it's pulling away, right? But gravity sucks it back, and
Do you
no, there's no.
do you
It's
believe that
contained.
rockets work in a vacuum?
No,
Yeah, that's. I mean,
they don't work.
have you
They
guys
don't work
ever?
in the stratosphere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have you guys ever got a demonstration of rockets actually working in a vacuum chamber?
Never.
The SR-71 Blackbird, I think it's where they go 20 miles high or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
It
goes
ain't that
about
damn
over
high.
70,000 feet.
By the
So,
way,
yeah, even lower than that.
by the way, the record for a hot air balloon is 68,000 feet. The highest of a hot air balloon has gone is over 68,000 feet. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but that's a
over
hot air balloon,
68,000.
though.
Yeah,
I was
I
talking
thought
about
that's what
high
we were
altitude
talking
balloons. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I thought you were talking about hot air
No,
balloon.
high altitude. There's no way you're gonna get a hot air balloon that high.
No, of course not. But I know that's what I was saying. That's why I said to you around 10,000 feet, because when they take people out, they only go about 6,000 feet or so. So I thought you were on about hot air balloon. Sorry, bro. I wasn't. It's because I'm doing my thumbnail at the same time. I'm catching parts of it.
Uh,
Yeah, they claim this stuff is getting up in the stratosphere, but man, I don't see that at all.
Charles says, Flats and PJ, your backgrounds are like fire, as the young people like to say. Thank you, thank you.
And fire. It's cool, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
God speaking creation into existence.
Yeah. What's up, D-Man?
Dude,
Good to see you,
it's so
brother.
fast.
Dude, how's it going,
And
boy?
then,
He's
What's going on, guys?
joining us 5 minutes. We're gonna have to
Hey,
get a new
man.
link, by the way. But it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I was just kind of touring around. I'm doing a little around the world this week. I've been over everybody's different channels. I was over in Sean Hawkins. I was over at Eduardo's. I was all over the place this week. I'm just trying to hammer down some ideas I got,
Okay.
and I wanted to ask you what you think. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, I came to the conclusion by talking to about 8 people this week from varying.
Hey, you didn't come to mine.
I didn't come to yours.
You do come to mine, but you didn't this time.
But I wanted to get you guys' idea on this, okay?
Okay.
Nice.
Now, we all know that I'm trying to get I'm trying to understand the model better. That we're on a spinning globe. Obviously, it's moving. Obviously, gravity moves in at 360 degrees around the ball. It's all pushing in. Water convexes. How would the movement of your body change from the north to the south? So, would you feel your body's angle changing as you walked around the ball itself from the top to the bottom? And when have you ever experienced an orientation change in your body
You see,
as you went from top to bottom or bottom to top?
see, the excuse to this would be they would say acclimation. So they would say you're going at too slow pace to be able to feel it because your body's going to adjust for it as you move. But that's why I usually bring up like the Blackbird, the SR-71. I mean, what, it goes 3,000 miles an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
That's too quick for your body to be able to counteract those vector changes. So I would say yes, if you are something going fast enough like in the SR-71, you would be able to feel that vector change and therefore you wouldn't be able to adjust quick enough. But if you're, for instance, driving in a car or something, I don't think you would be going fast enough based on their model. If you understand
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
would
saying.
have to be over
Yeah.
a long period, a long distance before you started to feel any difference. But
yeah.
when you think going from the top to the bottom, north to south, or from in any, think about it. If you were just even living on the equator, you would be standing sideways looking at the ball. So you'd be standing sideways relative to somebody in the north whose head would be above their feet. Your feet and head would be at level if you were standing or living or traveling or whatever at the equator, right?
Yeah. Because they claim
Yeah.
antipodal.
Okay, so that you wouldn't feel the angle change, but
No.
you could walk up a hill. You could walk up a very steep slope. What does your body do when you're walking up the slope?
You feel it.
You
Because,
lean
I mean-
forward
Lean
to
forward,
compensate.
yeah, you move your weight, you shift your weight.
It would be the same thing if you walked down that slope also,
Mhm,
right? You'd be
yes.
leaning back.
Yeah,
Because your
absolutely.
center of gravity is changing constantly.
When have you walked down a really, really steep hill with your feet level with your body, where you're not compensating for any kind of slope whatsoever at any point in your life?
No.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's the thing that I'm at right now, is you don't feel this, but you've never been upside down.
Right.
You've never been horizontal either, because I can go and put you on some slopes and say, okay, walk over that slope, and you're not going to be able to do it because you're just going to drop and die.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. I just want to warn that link is going to expire now in the next few seconds, and then I'm going to put a new
That's
one up,
okay.
okay?
I'm just trying to work it out.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Okay, let's return to home. Guys, please hit the likes, share the show. Again, appreciate everybody in the YouTube lands, everybody in TikTok and so forth. Thank you very much for just being here and accepting the show for what it is. Just hit the likes though, share the show. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you all. Let's put the link in quickly. Pin. And this is for anybody else in TikTok as well, if you feel that you would like to come in and have a discussion. Woo! Where's my glasses? I need my glasses again. There we go. That's a bit better. And we have PJ in again. Long time no see, man. Long time no see. How's it going?
No, pretty good. No, pretty good. I'm just I'm listening to. That's a good thought. Like what D-Man was talking about. That's a good. Yeah. In fact, he hasn't come around mine this week, like we said. But I have heard him say that. Yeah, it's something like that when he was last on mine. You know,
Mhm.
I never thought about it, but yeah, I heard it even more then. It's an interesting thought, D-Man.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
Interesting.
The sky.
Yeah.
No. Now, let me ask you this. Have you guys ever seen water hanging upside down without containment, ever?
Wait. Water
Neither-
hanging
I
upside
haven't.
down.
No.
Besides falling from the sky straight down as rain, or with the wind blowing it sideways. That's
The only other way is to put water in a bucket and swing it around, and that's
Okay,
the only way.
yeah, that you can say yes, because the centrifugal force are pushing it into the
Yes,
bucket, yes.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hanging in the air on some surface of some. I've never seen it.
No.
You know, I've done quite a bit of traveling, and I've never experienced any body change. I have friends in Australia. They told me that they're not upside down. I'm just trying to work it out. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to understand what they're talking about so I could come up with.
Yeah, there's a lot of nonsensical narratives that's being pushed by the globe. Doesn't make sense. So yeah, it's. I've actually been thinking of how you can show level as well, but it would be trying to go as high as possible, where there's hardly any atmosphere, obviously.
Yeah.
Because then they can't claim refraction bends a laser.
Right.
I was thinking if you are able to get two kind of tethered high altitude balloons, but they're going to have to be exactly the same length of wire. And obviously they're not going to be able to, you have to try to figure out how they can be staying in one position without, moving around. And then you have a laser pinging from one side to the other at a certain distance. If they ping perfectly at that level, it shows there's no curve. You know what I mean?
Pitch data.
Pitch data is also perfect for planes, yes. We love
Take a
pitch
plane
data.
to Europe. Take a cruise back.
Mm-hmm. But Globus still don't even want to accept pitch data as evidence that there's no curve. Because
I don't think they'll accept anything
this is like,
at all.
yeah, this is a weird dilemma because they claiming we're going over a physical curve, but claiming while you're going over this physical curve, there's no physical data to show going over this physical curve.
Yeah, there's no change in orientation of your body, and you don't
Nothing.
feel it. Now, if I sit, you come over, what happens? You're going down just as steep as much. Well, your body leans forward, the nose of the car goes forward, the ass end of the car comes up. It's the natural how you would traverse over any shape. I mean, naturally. So, I mean, if I was to go over triangle, I would be nosing up, I would go over the top, I would nose down. It wouldn't be any different going over any other shape that you feel. Our vestibular system is basically a gyro that's built inside of us to keep us vertical
That's
no
what-
matter what.
That's what I was kind of going to say, because even that your insides feel it, like, when you go over a bridge, but you
Oh,
can
yeah.
feel it. Do you know when you go over a kind of bridge, a little hump like that, you go over a bridge and you didn't see it coming, and you all of a sudden
Yeah.
everything moves up. It feels like it moves up. Your body feels it, bro. Your body feels things like this easily.
What I think is amazing is when you're in an airplane, how far you can see. Jay Tolan, he can see 2,000 miles with filters.
Yeah,
Imagine being 32 miles. You can see 10,000 miles at 32.
I watched one the other day from Wales to France to the Alps. From
that one's
Wales,
brilliant, man.
yeah.
That one's brilliant.
When they go to the Google data, when they go to the Google height data, the height data actually shows it right. It shows it well. I mean, to my thinking anyway, it shows it as flat. It doesn't even account for any curvature whatsoever, even in that distance from the observer point to the thing that's being observed. It does it exactly to its to the topography, to the you wouldn't see 700 miles if we were going by that curvature calculator. It would have been obscured by like 50 miles.
Right.
And I mean, I think one of the examples they use is that they would have to could stack the Burj Khalifa 86 times on top of itself.
It's crazy.
That's how much it would be obscured.
No, that's an awesome
You
observation.
showed me on my stream. I didn't remember we showed that on my stream. We had to look at it. It's really mad, crazy. It's
And
good.
I mean, even the peaks and everything line up perfectly, but yet the globe is still want to moan, oh no, there's a clouds, when it's clearly not clouds.
Yeah, it's not.
no.
And it's impossible to get peaks, clouds to sit exactly the same distances, the same
Yeah.
type of peaks, everything. It's impossible.
Then they check out the shape of the top of the mountain, and it's the same shape as
Exactly the same.
the same.
In where it's
I'm
supposed
just-
to be and everything.
I'm just trying to work out where they're coming from. That's all I'm trying to. I'm trying to work out what the whole thing is, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that you don't feel this pitch change, but yet you feel the pitch change going over a hill, or driving over a mountain, or being on a roller coaster. You feel that pitch change, but you don't feel the pitch change from going from your head over your feet to your head under your feet, from the top to the bottom, from the north to the south. I can't understand where they're coming from when they would say that angle would be so minimal, but the outcome when you get from the top to the bottom wouldn't be any different. You would still be upside down. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, upside down meaning in the position of your body. The idea that you don't feel it, or you don't feel, or you feel spin. I've never felt anything spinning besides an earthquake. That's the only time I've ever felt the ground shake.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I've never been upside down, or I've flown all over the place, and I've been on ships and cruises and helicopters. I've never experienced any degree of any tilt or them consistently nosing down. I mean, I understand where they're coming from. I'm just trying to work it out. That's all.
Right.
I mean, I think it's a stretch. That's just me, just because I'm more a physical guy, and I kind of go by the physical. I mean, I've been in planes, and I've seen pitch data from planes, and there's, that thing goes up, it flies flat, it doesn't change. And your position, I've been in a plane, has never tilted forward or gone back, and it would have to cover over that shape. And I mean, if I could take a camera and just put it over something round and just pull the camera around it so you can see that, the position of it would change. The actual physical position of you would change, but how you wouldn't feel it is outrageous. When I can stand on a hill and I can feel every degree of that sucker. I can go on the loop. I feel every second of it, but I don't feel the position of my head going below my feet. It's just ridiculous. That's what I think. but I'm trying to work it out. So I want to thank all the people. Sean Hawkins is probably listening. Thank you, Sean. You gave me some ideas. And Eduardo, thank you very much. You gave me some ideas. They both said the exact same thing. They both said, and that's what I wanted to work out and see if there was any variations of it.
Yeah.
It's identical. It's identical.
Love it. Love it. Try to sort out my stream for tonight. This one. No, not that one, you numpty PJ.
I come up with a few other ideas too. I've got some gamer friends that might help me with a couple of little projects over the winter. Of some ideas to do some visuals on how things would look. As you were
Right?
traveling over that shape, not only as you were traveling over them, but how your body's position would change. I'm actually debating. That is an actual idea too. By taking a plane over to Eastern Europe and then possibly taking a cruise back, so I can get some pitch data. So it might happen, which would be interesting because then you could actually see what it's actually doing.
And you're actually thinking about it. Shouldn't there be kind of pitch data or something for submarines? Because obviously they don't, dip their nose and stuff. But I mean, they change depths and everything. Okay, shouldn't be some data showing that they are also changing depths as they're moving across the planes under the ocean?
Well, yeah, I mean, their pitch data shouldn't be any different. I mean, besides that, they can drop straight down even if they're not moving and just dump ballast, or they can fill it with water and sink
Yeah.
it, or they can fill it with air and rise it up.
Well, that's the thing. There should be some kind of data showing how they're changing their elevation under the water.
Roger got that pitch data from the plane that had the emergency, and they got the black box
Yeah, the
data
black
from
box,
it.
yes. Yeah, we've shown it many times. It doesn't show any deviation. It shows when they take off and when they start
And then flatten out.
and flatten
that's
out
it.
the whole time until they decided to, obviously it's going to show when they're taking banks, but while they were flying level flight, which is the majority of the flight, it is flat. They didn't show any deviation whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Canada, South America, and I didn't. I sat the whole time and just drank the entire time, which I know was bad. And I just sat there and drank in the chair and talked to my buddy the entire time, and my body position never changed the entire time I was on that flight, and I was on that sucker for like 14 hours, the whole total flight time, and we were still sitting in the seat, the same position. Nothing changed. There was no forward motion. There was nothing threw my vestibular system off one bit to tell me that we're leaning forward or we're tilting back, except when it ascended and descended to land, and that's it. As we took off and landed, every other part of that was flat as a pancake.
Yeah.
I never felt any forward degree, any lean back, except a couple little pockets and some wobbles and some this and that. Other than that, I didn't feel squat. I was walking up and down the aisle and moving around. It's like, yeah, this would be different. I just don't understand how you would not be able to feel it, but yet you feel it on this ground. You feel it at hills here.
Right.
You feel it on this point, but you don't feel it when you travel over it.
Right.
If you're leaning here on the ground and it's giving you that feeling like, oh shit, I'm leaning back or I'm walking down a hill, it wouldn't be any difference if you went down to the equator and you were standing horizontal.
Right.
I would feel it if I pushed you if I just took my finger and pushed you over just enough to the point where you couldn't stand up straight, where your body would auto-correct and you'd pull yourself and straighten yourself back out to readjust. That's what your eyes are for. That's, so I mean, when you think about it, I'm leaning in the direction that I know, but I want to understand where they're coming from.
Oh, I get you.
One thing.
It's a good question.
One thing I wanted.
Go on. Sorry, good.
One thing I wanted to point out is that how much closer it is. I'm trying to show you your connection with God is. He's literally like right. He can see everything, man. Like he knows that he's so smart. He knows what radio is, internet, all that, and it's very close. It's a very thin system. So just want to throw that out there.
Absolutely, though. I agree. Let's say, like in the heliocentric model, There's no need for God, you know what I mean? Or if there is a God, he's so far away in that infinite vacuum somewhere. He's beyond that. No,
He's
no,
expanding.
he's not. He's
He's expanding the universe apparently.
yeah, he's above. He's above. He's not too far away.
But I
Not
want to
too
ask.
Yeah,
but
well, I
wanna
agree
ask
with
something.
he's
But I want to ask something based on this. We all understand heaven is up, okay? Now,
Yeah.
based on the globe, if Jesus
Good
is,
idea. Yeah,
if Jesus is
Yeah.
coming down from the clouds, how is he coming down from the clouds in China, at the same time coming down from the clouds in Israel, at the same coming down the clouds in South America, same time coming down to the clouds in Madagascar? You understand what I'm saying?
exactly. Because he's coming physically, so
Well,
he has
to-
to go down.
To them, it would be coming in from every direction, 360 degrees, because to them, the clouds is surrounding 360 degrees. So anything towards the ground from whatever they say, no clouds, no containment, no nothing, would be just in towards the ground. That's their
Mhm.
model. Just anything towards the ground. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Any direction. Doesn't make a difference where you are. Because, I mean, if I'm standing in one place at the very, very top, standing as horizontal as as vertical as I can be. If I'm standing between the equator and the north, I'm actually standing at an angle. The further down I go, the further that angle changes. The same thing would go as you go underneath the equator. Your head would actually start to drop below your feet. I would still be standing upright. I wouldn't feel it, and the clouds would still be above my head, even though they're actually below my head. It's such a cluster.
Right, right.
Dude,
Stupid.
there's so many levels of this stuff. It ain't just the earth. It ain't just that it's flat. You got all this spiritual, you got supernatural, like metaphysical stuff going on. Like
The sun
you
would
got-
be rising over your head,
it-
even though it would be below your head.
you got angels, it goes so deep, man, and it's so many layers.
Oh,
Like I believe that the God is external, but his Holy Spirit is here. It's omnipotent, and then you got Jesus as well, which he's supposed to be with God. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus isn't spirit. He's in his physical body, absolutely, at the minute. As the Father
Yeah.
is spirit, and then we have the Holy Spirit within us. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah.
Because you've got the Father, which is you can't see him, so he would also be spirit. And then you
That's
have
right.
Jesus, which is now physical, because he came down as Son of Man. So he's up with his physical body in heaven right now. So he's alive. This is one thing I was trying to explain to some people. Do you know Jesus is still alive,
That's real,
guys?
man.
He's still an actual guy that's still alive. He's with his physical body right now in heaven.
Certainly is.
And he's never going to die again.
No.
He's got his immortal
Not
body,
ever.
glorified body, man.
Mm-hmm.
And greetings, everyone.
Good to see you, brother.
Derek. Long
And
time
Chris,
no see, bro.
he asked something that got my interest. Like, how close is somebody to God, right? And that makes me think of like sometimes people can be numb to areas of the Holy Spirit, right? Like,
Mhm.
do you guys remember the first time you cursed?
No,
I sure do.
I don't know.
I
No.
was 10 years old. And I knew. I don't know if I can explain it so well, but I remember the first time I said curse, the F word.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't explain it. It's not like God told me, but I just had the impression like, oh, don't do that, Derek. But I did, and there was a sensation in my flesh where it's like I knew I was sinning, but it still felt good.
Yeah, of course it feels. That's why we sin, because it usually feels good in general, but it's that's only fleeting. Makes you feel good for a minute. That's it.
Well, I think it's the connection that you have that you're seeking.
We've got to think about eternally.
It's actually not a swear either. It's actually
Yeah,
it
swear
means
is
to
an oath.
strike.
It's profanity. It's
It means
profanity.
to strike. It's from German language.
See, people say we swear, but to me, well, I say it as well. You're swearing, but swearing is an oath, a promise. You know what I mean? Like a covenant. It's actually profanity.
Yeah,
but-
curse. I mean,
Yeah,
we used to
when we
just say
swear, it's
swear.
actually
Yeah.
profanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the way I see it is we've all made mistakes, but if you're like a real truth person, you're true to yourself, you can admit, hey, I made these mistakes in the past. I know I was wrong, I was an idiot, but I'm not the man I used to be back then. I'm going to be better going forward, and just a constant better yourself in every way you can, and God's going to forgive you. You know what I mean? You can leave it in the past. Just be truthful with everything,
but
including
you-
with yourself.
But you do have to ask for forgiveness, though. You can't.
Yeah,
just,
you have to. Yeah.
You can't just accept. Okay, God's just gonna forgive, because it does say ask, and it shall be given to you. So
And well, mainly my main point is that it's like this was before I was born again, before I was even like a genuine believer. But in hindsight, I'm like, oh my goodness, when I'm putting it all together, it's like, God, you were trying to instruct me all along, even before I was saved.
Yeah.
Moomin
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Moomin Rider Sean Hawkins is flipping out because he's got like what 5 people that watch him.
I was over there for a little while.
Yeah,
was
but like
over
I
there for a
said,
little
D-Man,
bit
what's
watching you.
why they're busy watching us literally, okay? We're just waiting for them to come and talk to us. You know, they can come present their bullshit.
He said he took you off his band list too.
What
So
does
he-
that
Is
help?
that so?
So if he took me
Well,
off my
look at
band,
that.
great. Thank you, Sean Hawkins, for taking me off the band. That doesn't mean you still don't need to click the link and come and talk to us. You know, mano to mano. I mean,
Well, I mean, if I were in his shoes, I mean, would I have really anything better to do? And the answer is no.
they're busy streaming us at the moment anyway. So to make the content better for both channels, why don't they just come on and actually have a discussion? You know, like men. You know what I mean?
Why? It's stupid just streaming someone else all the time. I mean, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? I mean, it's.
I mean,
Like you said, why don't you collaborate? You know what I mean? And come and talk.
he's busy
Well-
streaming us anyway.
I mean,
Right.
listen, it's kind of come down to this. This is what this is my conclusion to it. I think that there's nowhere to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you go to try to explain to people why it's this shape that they say it is, and you explain that you're walking upside down and you can't feel any of it, and your feet are above your head, but you don't feel it, and you travel over the shape, but you don't compensate for anything. You can just fly straight, and it magically just follows you fly flat and level, but you follow this magic curve. You've taken a cruise. I mean, if you ask me, I think if I said that to the average person, did you know you're standing at a 45-degree angle right now? They would laugh at me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Whether I even told them that I was whatever angle I'm coming from. If I just got on the street and grabbed a microphone and said, hey, do you know you're standing at 43.7 degrees angle right now? People would walk away from me like you're a kook.
Of course.
Okay. Now, you've never experienced upside down. You've never experienced horizontal. But yet you can still feel these changes right here where you are now by walking over giant hills. You getting on one of those inversion tables where it flips you over. To
Or
take
even a
pressure off
roller
your back.
coaster.
Yeah, roller coaster, an off-road truck, riding dirt bikes through the woods at 50 miles an hour. I mean, you experience these things in forces and G-forces and centrifugal forces and all these things, but yet you're going over this shape and you don't feel it. And I think that there's nowhere left to go with their next step. There is no next step. But yet you have this, thing where it's planted. It's right here on the ground. We're all traveling over this pizza or whatever you want to call it. Pie, whatever equation you could come up with, or whatever thing you could imagine, is more grounded kind of thinking that you're simply just traveling over this topography, this flat surface that has topography going up and down, but your orientation of your body never changes. And that's, if you were to ask people, do you feel this or do you feel that? I guarantee you that 99% of normal people, if I didn't tell them where I was coming from, would probably agree with me that, yeah, you know, I've never been upside down. What are you talking about? Well, I was on the roller coaster. I mean, you know, that's kind of the equation. And I think maybe it's kind of got to the point where once you get to the physical part of it, that shit sounds ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That's very ridiculous.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't experience it, yet you experience it. You don't feel it spinning, but we're spinning.
But
You-
that's the problem with the globe, though. It's all based on claims and assertions that are untestable, unobservable. The Earth is too big to see the curve. Earth is too big and spins too slow to be able to observe the spin. You know,
Right, yeah.
it's ridiculous. Everything is just too out of reach to actually observe the claims they're making. You must just,
Yeah.
it's literally a trust me bro model.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why I've been lately talking to those guys, so I can kind of try to understand how these things would work, how they would look, how they would feel, how your vision would change when you were looking over a horizon, how you would look at how buildings would look at far distances, how they would, what angle would they leaned at, how would orientation of buildings like a downtown, big giant tall buildings. You know, I mean, I've done some tests with towers that at the base of the tower, that thing was off by a sheet of paper. And by the time I got to the 50-foot tall, it's only 50 feet. That thing was way off. And you could walk around it and see the direction it was leaning when it was only off by a sheet of paper at the base.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's even more noticeable as you start to go higher up off the ground naturally when you build a building or a radio tower or what do you call it? Even just the spin itself, every building and all the radio towers, anything that's structured that's really tall would have to be guided differently. They'd have to be built differently on one side to deal with that force that you don't feel but is there. I mean, it's my mind just short circuiting. It's like oh, wait, just doesn't work because I've never experienced it.
Doesn't compute.
Yeah, it just, and that's my thing is that you just don't physically see it. Once you get to the physical part of it, none of that shit works. You've never been upside down. You've never been horizontal. I understand their model now. Sean helped me out a little bit by explaining it to me, and then him and Orion in his chat. Perfect. So I've got my model. Now I know how I can kind of test it a little bit. I might do some little visual things. They won't be high buck shit. But, you know, it'd be stuff that you could say, okay, this is how your view would change. This is how your body would change. This is the angle you'd be standing at here, 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 here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never seen water convex, so I mean, that kind of, you know.
I have to say that's so true what Charles just said. Damn, you might get frustrated to keep looking for logic from a glober. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But you have to, just so that people don't say I don't understand it. That's why I'm studying the model, so I understand it. So that way, when I go to speak about it, I know exactly what their model is, exactly how it works, exactly how it should look, exactly how this thing is. That's all.
Right.
I mean, and I know just from just general looking with Saab and whoever else, that for you to even test these, test gas or weight of gas, any of these things, they require a container. Everything is a container. Your body, the pool in your backyard, everything is a container that we're in.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I can't point out, like I said, I like listening to this show sometimes when you guys go on the talking about God and stuff. I'm not 100% there, but I understand it because it's far too complex. It's amazing to make this thing and have it randomly show up
Right.
and just have it some randomness when it's this complex.
Gosh. It's evident. Creation itself is evidence for God.
Well, and that's kind of where a lot of anti-flat earthers, no matter how much proof we show them, that's the problem they have. Because they're like, well, if you're right, then that means our hostility to the belief in God is a thing.
Right.
It means we'll have to answer for that.
Yes.
And they don't want to.
No, of course not.
Right. Because, like, well, if the earth is flat and stationary, then that absolutely demands a creator, no matter which way you look at it.
Right.
Yeah, that's why.
I don't want to.
That's why you have to look at the ontological primitives, and we always bring the ontological primitives up. And my favorite is always, when you walk across, and you see a beach and you see a beautiful sandcastle. The logical deduction is: did nature create that sandcastle by itself? Or did someone go and build that sandcastle to look the way it did? It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a mind. It's definitely a mind thing. I can't come to any conclusion because I don't know. I mean, from everything I've been checking out all week, I mean, there's whole factions of Globers that don't like other Globers. These ones get along with those ones. These ones hate this guy. This ones don't like that one. I mean, even in its own belief, there's all kinds of different factions and disbelief and belief. I mean, it just goes all over the place.
It really does, D-Man. And it's like it's like that in the faith too.
It is.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
even
sure.
though me, PJ, and Keith will agree on 99.99% of things, there's always going to be variances. Why? Because we are each unique.
Yeah, we're all individuals.
What, Derek? You weird. We disagree on things, and you're not banned.
Yeah.
You're still on my channel.
Like,
What's going on?
That's it,
Well,
Ben.
for example, like the differences I'm talking about mainly, let's say, I mean, I'm not popping my collar or exalting myself or anything, but there's areas in discernment where it's like I'm more sensitive because of my previous brokenness, where God was able to put it back together, where I'm able to feel certain things in spirit that other people can't, or at least they're numb to.
Yeah.
Like when one member of the body suffers, we all suffer.
Well,
Like I for some reason, I'm able to pick up on it faster than others.
yeah.
I just am. And it's not anything to my credit. It's just how God made me.
Well, that's it. God gives people individuality, free will, but He also gives us gifts. You know, everybody.
Yes, correct. Right. There's, yep. Correct.
Everybody's got their own specific gifts from God, and then you've got your Lent gifts that you do down here. Well, that's not gift. Then you've got your Lent things that you can do. But yes, you definitely get some kind of gift from God. Maybe sometimes multiple. Sometimes it might take a while before you realize it. You know, but we definitely get gifts from God.
Oh, and that's kind of why I brought up, the first time we curse or use filthy language.
Yeah.
Like I knew even back when I was 10 years old that I did something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but it still felt good.
Cool.
But because of that, I still continue to do it afterwards, even knowing it was wrong. And it's like the more you do that, the more you can kind of become numb in an area. I'm thinking of, like, let's say a safecracker who uses their fingers, right, to see where the clicks are.
Well,
If your fingers are entirely numb, you can't feel those clicks anymore.
Right.
It's like that. Like if you're not using something, you'll get numb to it. Or if you're neglecting it, moreover.
Right.
Yeah. And there's areas in the spirit in so many ways where a lot of people are numb to it.
mm-hmm.
I think a lot of things are in context too, and the way situations go about and the way you use language as well. I guess the context, not so much like the word itself, I believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like lying or like.
Yes.
Used to have an analogy about somebody coming in your house, and I guess more what in context of the language probably.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I like this song, Derek, that I made. It kind of goes on to what you're trying to say. And I try to play it in the beginning. I tried to play it in the beginning before we started, but the sound didn't come through. I hope the sound's working now, though.
Another door I shouldn't open, another hand I shouldn't take. I know it's not right, but like rust, like shame, creeps up coming. Sitting in my room, crying out to Jesus, I've sinned again and again. Will you please forgive me?
anyway, that's what the words were practically saying. So I think it falls in line with what you're saying, Derek. Why are you all muted?
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
I'm making noises in the background.
Just see everybody's
Sorry, I
muted.
don't
I'm
want
like,
it
huh?
No, I think everybody comes from different, it's a different cut of the cloth. It's kind of look at it. I hung around with some people when I was young that now I look back and I think, how, why was I hanging around with just people that didn't have that internal voice to say what I'm doing is wrong.
Oh yeah.
They would just do stuff randomly and just get themselves into situations, and then would go and blame other people for it. And then I'd be standing there watching the whole thing, saying myself, he's going to go over and do that, and this is going to happen. And he would just go over and do it, and exactly what I would think would happen, and I'd just shake my head. Some people just don't have that internal spidey sense or that voice that gets them to question things. They just do it, or just say it, or just whatever. And I always had that foresight. I don't know how, because I don't know how, but I always kind of had that foresight to look at things before I did stuff or say something, or it could go this way, it could go that way. Well, let me not do that. Let me not do this, just because I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to. It doesn't mean that if the trouble part wasn't involved, that I wouldn't have done it. My internal kind of senses said, nah, that's not a cool thing to do. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, it's like it's God who trains our senses to discern between good and evil.
Yeah.
Like if you've already been trained in an area and you know better.
Well, yeah.
Who did the training?
It's like a test. So while we're alive is a test, because life is very short and you have eternity to spend with God. So basically, like, did you come from an ape, or did I create you, or are you gonna be deceived by these deceptions, or and it's to see who's gonna pass all the tests. Like,
I talked to a guy once in a group thing. I died once in an accident, and I talked to a guy in this group who told me he saw all kinds of stuff, angels and his relatives and people he didn't know, and all kinds of stuff. And I didn't see anything. It was like somebody clicked the light switch off and somebody clicked it back on. That's all I got. And he saw all kinds of crap. He do similar, motorcycle accident, and he told me all kinds of crazy stuff. And I was like, wow, I didn't get any of that. I got light off, light on. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think
I hear that all the time.
Changes through different people, I guess. I mean, some people say they see all kinds of elaborate stuff, and some people see geometric things, and some people said it was like a fever dream. I didn't see any of that. Mine was light off, light on. I had crazy dreams after it, though.
I was unresponsive for like half an hour once. I think my heart stopped when I OD'd. I don't know how long for, but then I was like, heart stopped. So technically dead. And me, it was just nothingness. Just coming back to with paramedics all around me and stuff. And so I remember it was just nothingness.
Yeah, but also I don't think you were dead enough because you weren't. Your brain, you still have brain function. So
yeah, but I was going to say that because your brain still function.
Yeah.
It was only like 2 minutes.
Yeah, when your body has safety mechanisms, especially when it's damaged. It puts you into safety mode, where it tries to take, just like a computer, take all the resources in. Like when a computer is overheating, it has systems built into it to say, okay, well, I'm going to keep you on. I'm going to keep the computer on, but I'm going to throttle everything down so we can keep it on, even though it's barely going to do anything. We're going to keep it running no matter what. And I think that your body has the same systems when it goes into shock or when it gets, like my thing was, a head hit,
Well,
big one.
Well, it's like similar things happened to, let's say, Paul in the Bible. Like where a crowd thought he was sufficiently dead after they stoned him, and then he just kind of got up and walked away.
Right.
Imagine
it off.
that. But imagine that.
Brushed it off. Yeah. Brushed it off and just like, I'm off.
There was a singer guy from the 60s, the same thing. He OD'd and died. Literally come and got him. They put him on got him from the hospital
Doing the gurney.
and everything. They had the toe tagged him and everything. And all of a sudden he woke up at the morgue.
Yeah.
Just got up and asked for a glass of water. That's a true story.
I can just imagine you're like working in the morgue and this guy just sits up all of a sudden. Hey, can I have some glass of water, please?
just random. Like, I'm sure it's just, I had crazy dreams. That was the only thing. I had crazy, insane dreams that were crazy. After I didn't get anything when it happened, but I got it after. It was wild. And,
Understandable.
real lucky, I mean, a lot of, so I mean, do I think it's some kind of power? Yeah, I think it's some kind of creator. I can't point my finger to what it is. I've never been able to work that out. But I mean, it could just be me and my way my mind thinks about things.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just different for everybody. We're all different. We're all in this crazy thing, and we're all at different levels of consciousness.
No matter what you've got, doesn't matter what you believe at the minute. I mean, but obviously, I'd want to see you come to Christ, But I think you're on the right path, absolutely. And Christ loves you, no matter what. You know what I mean? That's just like what he does. He loves you unconditionally. You don't have to do anything for that love. He just does.
But when I got in some trouble, a friend of mine said something profound. I don't know how profound it is to other people, but he looked at me and pointed at me and said, "Angels are dreaming of you." And I thought, that's weird. But then I thought about it and said, well, what would be the person that they would actually want? What's the person that they would actually be looking for? It'd be the guy who's troubled. It'd be the person who has issues.
Well, I mean,
how many times has that happened scripturally? I mean, like people come in, like Jesus came humbly. He didn't come in flowing robes and everything, like, because that's what the Jews thought he was going to come, like a king with flowing robes on a steed. He came on a donkey, with normal clothes, stuff like that. Humility.
but like I don't know if angels sleep, but I mean I know they do wonder.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, what would be the people that they would want? That would be the person they would want.
Jesus don't need money or fancy things, man. He loved the world and seen the beauty in it when he was there. He didn't need any of that.
No, of course not.
But I talked to some. I was in a group of all people that had accidents, paraplegics, quadriplegics, just people bad, like real bad, and all went through the same thing. And everybody's experience was different. There was only one other person who was a girl who was losing it, like in the room. She was, they had like a woman with her, and just to her to even talk about the memory of it would just set her off. She'd just lose it, And I thought she was the only one that had the same thing with me: lights off, lights on, nothing. And that's weird. How come you guys saw all this shit, and I didn't see squat? I didn't see any of that. It was just boom, off, on. And it was weird because like I said, I've seen stuff where people saw angels. Some people went to hell.
Yeah, I've had this. Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It was even just being in that class. I went to it for a while and it kind of worked some things out. I think it would have been better if I was to go and talk to those people individually, but they put me in a group class, like a group setting. Yeah. And man, it was disturbing, some of the stuff that people saw or thought they saw, or I mean, just as much as I'm clueless about the trying to work out the things of the globe, they're trying to work out this paranormal or whatever you want to call it, this experience they had, and they can't work any of it out. And man, I've seen some people struggling, and I thought, wow, I'm not half as bad as these people. I don't think I really need to be here, you know. And I was like, oof. You know, guys telling me all this crazy shit, and people was clawing at him and stuff. Oh man. Worms are crawling on him, and oh my god.
Oh man. Ugh.
Guy lost it. Just lost it right there in mid conversation.
Yeah, it's sure, man. Sure.
And well, I'm not an expert, but it's like I've heard this for years. You know, like different stories about dying, different experiences, or no experience. And like even for me, it's like like there were things I remember after believing and being born again, as they say, where it's like I had memories I didn't have before. Right. Or angels do actually wonder about those who God is able to save, because this world is so fallen. It is a real miracle that he's able to save any of us.
Do you think that this is the testing ground? Do you think that this is kind of like the place to be tested? That this is some kind of testing ground?
He tested Adam and Eve.
Well, I mean, yeah, in
That's
general, but I
since the
mean,
beginning.
this whatever you want to call it, realm, terrarium, whatever you want to call it, that this is like a litmus test.
Yeah,
For-
pretty. I mean, where else? I mean, we're at the center of creation.
So this isn't hell. But
No,
it's not heaven.
right.
It's a middle ground.
It's
It's kind of
Earth.
like yeah, but I mean,
And-
you know what I'm saying? Like it's the middle road.
And
know,
for a lot of
What's your
people,
thoughts
like,
on
like with-
aliens, Demon?
I don't believe it.
I'm glad.
And if I may make it
Demons.
real quick, like for like with D-Man, where you didn't experience anything after dying, right? I dare say that's a lot due to the fact that there's probably not a lot wrong with your mind.
No, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It shut itself off.
Right.
It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It shut itself down, and I
Yeah.
blackout, and that's it.
Well, look at the function when we go to sleep. Your body does this certain thing. I don't know what it's called, but it shuts down your body. So when you're dreaming, you don't act out.
Yeah,
your
it's REM
dream.
sleep.
Yeah.
Go into
Don't
a
you, so
REM
you don't,
sleep.
yeah, so you don't act out your dreams, sort of thing.
Yeah, they're hard to
So-
remember too. I used to try
Yeah.
to keep a pen and a piece of paper next to me, and if I ever had a dream, I'd just grab the pen as quick as I could and write it down.
Right.
And by the time I would
Right.
get
Then
even
you
just a
forgot a lot of
millimeter
it.
into it, I completely forget it.
I know I've had dreams that, like, when I wake up, I feel they're so profound for me, and I wake up like, wow, man, no
Yeah,
way, I will never forget.
Yeah, you're
that.
like in your dream,
And
you're
then
telling
I forget
yourself you must
Yeah, we-
remember it. In your dream, you're like, I must remember this dream. As soon as you wake up to
Yes, I've done that. I've done that loads.
Tried it. I've tried it. It doesn't work.
But then
I
again,
tried
I've
it,
also
but I-
had dreams that I do remember, like very vividly.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Ones I didn't necessarily like want to remember or need to remember. You know, nothing
I-
bad with them or whatever, but it was just
I had
yes,
repetitive
it was.
dreams. Dreams
Never
that
have
just
I. Never
would
have
be
I.
the same over and over and over for a while.
I haven't had that
Dude.
ever.
Where
I've
the
never
car was-
had the same dream twice.
Where
Never.
the car was driving down the road, and you remember those old station wagons that had the seats in the back, where you'd pull the floor up and it had the seats, and you could look out the back window as the car was driving down the road?
I'll trust you because I don't know American cars.
Well, like American station wagons in
Right.
the 70s, they
okay.
had these, like, we used to call them sewer. My father used to call them he used to call them rumble seats. In
Okay.
the back of the station wagon, when you opened up the back door, it swung it open. It had these rings that you pulled up on the floor, and it would open up seats. So you could
Right.
put kids in the back, and you could have the kids sitting in the back looking out the
Cool.
back window.
Cool.
And I would have that thing where the car was going down the highway, and I know it was a highway or road or some, like, just trees, and I'm looking out the back window. That's it. Yeah.
Nice.
The first time I had it, I said, "Up, I'm dead," and I was consciously there. So I literally, in my mind, said, "Okay, I'm dead. This is it. End of the road." And I woke up
And
completely covered in sweat, head to toe, soaked bed, breathing like I ran a marathon.
Yeah.
Just like, wow, okay, I'm not dead. I thought, holy crap. Some of the people in that meeting were wishing they were dead. And I thought, man, I got it easy.
Right.
Because they can't move, or they're like, they have to go, I was like, oof, man, it was heavy. They would ask you, what did you think of the meeting and stuff? I say, I don't want to come back. I said, listening to them is worse than, what I was thinking. Like, just listening to their story was way worse.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it could scare you. You know what I mean? Listening to what other people's been through, that what they're actually doing, that, and what their experience is. Of course. I mean, that's a load of them. I don't like group scenarios when it comes to that. I'd rather have one-on-one.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a lot of money, so
No, of course.
well, I mean, I could have got that, and with the full treatment. But,
Yeah.
If I had 50 grand, yeah, I didn't have that kind of money, so I had to get stuck in the group session.
And no, but not remembering anything, I actually think that's a good thing. Where it's like, with me, I do. Where it's like, God kind of had to clean my CPU in a way.
Yeah,
But you didn't have that, so that's a
had
good
to wipe all the cookies.
thing. Yes, right.
Clean
Right.
up the
In my
history.
case, like I kind of needed an extra oomph, in order to continue believing what I believed. But you, on the other hand, you already have the tools, the utility belt. Like, you don't need something extra in that capacity. Like, you're already on that road.
Well, my mom was crazy. My mom was big time into the church, and my father wasn't so much. He was just kind of a, flyby. Kind of
Mhm.
keeping those to the grindstone. Played clean. Be honest. I only seen him ever go into a church probably 2 or 3 times. My mother was, volunteered through the Catholic Church for 30, 35, 40 years. So she did the homeless things and the reach outs and Thanksgiving dinners and ham and bean suppers, and did all the stuff, to try to help people and raise money. And my mom was big time into that. So, it's not like I come from a bad thing, but my mom kind of saw some things that she didn't like, especially in Boston at that time. The Catholic Church had that big, pee scandal,
Right.
and that kind of turned her off. And I don't blame her. It kind of turned me off too. I was like, well, that's,
Well, and I can relate to you 100% on everything you're saying. Like, my dad, when I was 8 years old, my mom was taking me and my brothers to church. And I remember before going to the car, I was walking by the garage where my dad was, and then asking him, I'm like, well, hey, Dad, are you going to church? He turns around and looks at me. He's like, I did my time.
Wow.
My dad is still in his younger 30s at this point.
Right.
Like, I remember as an 8-year-old kid, like, what does that mean?
I've done my time.
Yeah. Like it was a
like
prison.
like you did in prison. Yeah.
No, it's like sometimes people, like, no matter where we're from or where we're at, they just need to work things out with God themselves.
Right.
Mhm.
some of the most spiritual places I'd ever been have not been in a church. Been
Well,
outside.
Oh,
Been
right.
in
It was
mountaintops
outside
and
for me.
just beautiful places with, everything went great. You were around cool people. There was no problems. No one was ill or got hurt. Or, you could just feel it. It just had that, the sun was shining on you, and you're like, man, I'm in it. I'm in that zone. You get that feeling. I never really got that feeling sitting in a mainly Italian Roman Catholic church. I never.
Well,
got
it's
that.
uncomfortable sitting in those pews, you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
never.
Well,
Having to
yeah.
stand up and sit down and not really knowing why.
Mm.
I always felt more akin to kind of nature. I think it doesn't get any better of a place for you to work out whatever's going on when you're sitting out in the woods somewhere and ain't nothing around. You hear the birds and you look at the wonder and you kind of say, man, look at this place. This
Well,
isn't
I mean,
just-
that's also why Scripture says, the Spirit of God does not dwell in temples made by human hands.
Yeah.
Like, even though we can bring them there, like if we're indwelt or something like that, or we can preach a good word, scripture. That doesn't necessarily dictate that.
I've been at some places where you were there and you were like, this place has got a bad vibe. This place is bad. There's just something about it. Everyone's in a bad mood. Everything around you is negative, bad vibration, just bad people. Everything around it just wasn't welcoming, wasn't, you know, and you know those places because you feel it immediately. You're like, all right, time to go. Just stick around. You get that feeling and you're like, see, I'm out of here. You know, I never ever went against my senses. If they said run, I was, you know, oh, hey, let me go to the bathroom. And I was running. You know, I think some people don't have that. Some people naturally just don't have it. And
Well,
they just
some people do. They just ignore it, though.
Right. And
Yeah,
no, and
maybe.
Keith, that's called neglect.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
what happens when we neglect something? It gets dulled. Yeah, no. So I mean, that's brings up my point earlier about, like, you know, sensitivity to God. Like, how close are we? I'm not going to claim to be the closest to God because I'm not. But there's areas where I may have a certain sensitivity that's more sensitive than others.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like you guys, and you do.
Of course.
Like, I'm not the biggest brainiac in the room, not by a long shot.
No,
You know what I mean?
we just know we're not stupid. That's it.
Well, it's like, I mean, if like a worldly person who's, you know, like who has Harvard degrees or something were to look at me, they'd be like, well, Derek, you're pretty average.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but what about your experience? What about your knowledge and wisdom? Your wisdom, you know, they may have knowledge or something, but you've had experience, been through life, you know.
Well, right. No, and that also kind of falls back into, like, do they believe me or not? You know, like with Peter, for example. Like, you know, he was an average man too.
Of course.
But it's the fact that, you know, God chose him.
He did.
It wasn't anything special of himself.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually a gift. You know, that way we don't pop our collars and think higher of ourselves than we ought to.
Oh, no, I've surprised myself a ton of times with people that I kind of read the book. I mean, I saw the cover, but I didn't read the book.
Right.
And after a while, realized, okay, I thought about that guy a little wrong. You know, there wasn't any time where I didn't say, hey, man, I kind of, you know, I painted you a little weird. Sorry about that. You know, I mean, I'm not the, you know, I'll be the first to admit it. People have done it to me.
Mhm.
You know, I almost got
I've done that too.
I almost got in a fist fight with somebody. I grabbed them, ran them. The car was about to hit him. And I grabbed him. I mean, grabbed him like I was going to grab you to hit you, because that's what I had to do so this guy not to get his legs crushed. And I grabbed him, and I literally grabbed him by the shirt collar and freaking yanked him, almost ripped his shirt. And he turned around like he was ready to fight, and then saw the car smash right behind me. And I looked at him, I went, Glenn, and I pointed at the car. And he was like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry. He was going to hit me. And I was like, you didn't see it. I didn't have time to react. He was going to turn around and have a fight with me. I was like, no, look, relax, hold on. So he saw the truck smash into another car. Like, I'm so sorry.
Well, guys, this was a great discussion. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream here.
Okay.
It would have been great to have some Globies in as well, but I did like the discussion we had. It was very chill and.
That was cool, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
liked
having me on.
it.
I appreciate it.
Excellent.
But yeah, what you guys' closing statements?
Yeah, just good chat. I mean, absolutely. It's just it was chill. You know, we didn't get any Globers coming in at all whatsoever to defend ourselves. There was a few questions and chats about it. But yeah, D-Man's thoughts, excellent. You know what I mean? I think it's brilliant to have them questions and thoughts.
No, I'm just trying to figure it all out, man. I'm not trying to be a jerk about any judgment. I'm trying to understand, and we're all in this trip together, whether they like it or not, or whether I like it or not. It doesn't matter. We're all in this trip together. I'm just trying to work it all out, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, good stream. Good stream. I've got to do tomorrow, not tomorrow, because I'm bowling with my son tomorrow. But the next stream I do is the fourth part of that blooming thing. You know what I mean, folks? But it's got to be done. I can't just abandon it. So it's 40 minutes left of it. We'll get that done in 1 hour. I'm definitely not having a 5th part, no matter what.
Well, it's good to see everybody. Thanks for having me on, guys.
It was great having you guys. You guys are always welcome. Tomorrow night, it's I don't know if we're going to go on with that other review again, or we're going to do something else. We'll see. But
All right, yeah.
but I think there's something else I want to rather review this time, and then we take a break and get back to them, because it's going to be a long series that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit the likes if you haven't already, guys. I appreciate you all, and then God bless. See you tomorrow night.
Take care.
Just guys.